G'day, I'm Richo and welcome to the Knucklehead Garage. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to paint a ripstick the easy way. First thing you're going to need is your ripstick. The next thing you're going to need are some tools. I have some right here. First you're going to need a flat blade screwdriver. I'll give you a look at this. One of those. Alright, the second thing you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver like this. One of those. You're also going to need some paint. This is a spray enamel and I picked this up at the local hardware place. It was about $8. Also you're going to need something to prep the surfaces with. Now I've got this. I don't know whether you can quite see that, but it's an isopropyl alcohol spray. I picked it up at the same place as the paint. It was about $6. You're also going to require a block of wood. I have one right here. You're also going to need something to keep your screws all in one place. I just use one of these Ziploc bags. Very handy. And last but not least, you're also going to need a humble bucket, believe it or not. Righto then, let's get started.
I said hey, 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 hey.
Okay now I've just showed you the photos where all the screws are. The screws are all the same size, so it's not going to matter if you mix them up. Just chuck them all in a safe place. For me it was the bag. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take all the screws out now. You're going to need this. This is the Phillips head screwdriver. This is the one that suits the screws. This is a Phillips number 2, by the way. Okay, so I've taken all the screws out now. Here they all are in the bag, nice and safe. Can't go anywhere, can't lose them. You're going to need these again. They're all the same size, like I said, so it's not going to matter which screw goes in which hole when we put it back together. It's all good. For the next step, you're going to need the flat blade screwdriver. Okay, now if we have a look at the back of the board, there's some slots around the perimeter. There's one here, 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 here on the back and up the front. Same deal, we've got one there, here and there. Okay, now what we're going to do is put the flat blade screwdriver inside those holes and pop the deck plate off the other side. First thing you'll need to do is this. You need to hang the end of it off the end of your table, like so. Otherwise that deck plate just isn't going to come out. Okay, here we go. Here's how to get the deck plate out. And there she is. And there's the back one out. Right, now it's time to grab your trusty bucket and we're going to fill it with warm water about the same temperature as a warm summer's day. Why? Well, an old bloke told me once a really good trick about spray cans. You grab your spray paint, here, you put it in a bucket of warm water for about 10-15 minutes, and what it does is it increases the pressure inside the can to the equivalent of a warm summer's day, but it also thins the paint so that when you spray it, it atomises far better and you get a much better job at the end of it. Clever little trick. Righto, I'm going to go put this in some warm water. Now the next step is to prep your paint surfaces. We're going to be using the isopropyl alcohol and We're going to be using a rag that doesn't leave lint or fluff when you finish wiping it down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, we'll just let those dry for a couple of minutes and then we'll start painting. For those of you who haven't spray painted before, there's a couple of simple rules we're going to follow. They are: 1. Light coats only. You want several light coats instead of one heavy one, otherwise your paint will run or get orange peel in it and it'll look like crap. 2. The next simple rule is the tack coat. The very first coat we put on is going to be very light, and that allows the other coats something to adhere to very well, and it'll give us a really good finish. Okay, let's get started. Now first we need to shake the can really hard to mix the paint. Next I'm just going to spray a test strip to make sure that this can of spray works alright, okay? I'm going to hit the cardboard box with it. Perfect. Between each coat you need to clear the nozzle on the paint can, and you do that by spinning it upside down and spraying with it until there's no more paint coming out. Just like that. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes since the tack coat's gone on, and it should be dry enough now to put on the second coat. Now with this coat, we still don't want to go too heavy, but we need to get a bit more coverage than we did with the tack coat. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so it's been about another 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put on the top coat now. Now with the top coat you want to get a nice even coverage with no runs, but it needs to be just a little bit heavier than the other two. Righto, here we go. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours and the parts are dry now. Have a look at them. They've turned out pretty good. Real nice and shiny, good colour and a nice even covering. Righto. Now to reassemble, it's really easy. All it is the reverse of the disassemble, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And just be sure that you get these end bits in first. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Hey.
Yeah. I said hey, 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 yeah. I said hey, yeah. Oh, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. They got a honeysuckle growing on a honeysuckle vine.
Okay, so there we have it, the finished product. She looks pretty schmick. Check her out. Okay, thanks for watching another video by the Knucklehead Garage. I'm Richard.
Love is a blooming there all the time. Wherever Southern Belle is a Mississippi queen.
Down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans.